Gwyneth Paltrow slammed into skier then without a word, US court told. Gwyneth Paltrow slammed into another skier and then bolted down the slope without saying a word, a US court has heard. The Oscar-winning actress is alleged to have collided with Terry Sanderson, leaving him unresponsive at the Deer Valley Resort in Utah in 2016. Mr. Sanderson, a retired optometrist, is suing Paltrow over the incident, with proceedings taking place in Park City, Utah. During the first day of the trial, jurors heard from Craig Ramone, who had been skiing with Mr. Sanderson and had been present in the aftermath of the collision. Mr. Ramone said he had heard a loud scream and saw a skier, later identified as Paltrow, crash into Mr. Sanderson on the mountain, leaving him spread-eagled. "We were skiing down the run and then I heard this yell, this scream, and then I looked over and then I see this skier just slam into the back of Terry," he said. "She slammed him very hard. She hits him directly in the back, his skis go out and he falls face down. So he's kind of spread-eagled and Gwyneth is on top of him, and bounces off and slides about 5 or 10 feet. Mr. Ramone said he was the only person present at the time of the collision and that he had asked both Mr. Sanderson and Paltrow if they were all right. Terry wasn't moving, his face was in the snow, his helmet was stuck in the snow. Paltrow just looked at me and I asked her again. She got up pretty quick, but she never said a word," he said. The court heard that a Deer Valley ski instructor, later identified as Eric Christensen, had arrived soon after the collision and started yelling at Mr. Sanderson, who was still lying on the ground. "He was yelling when he came down and it kept getting worse and worse," Mr. Ramone said. "He was very hostile, he was just yelling and he was yelling to the point where I was thinking, man, you need to mellow out here. I was tired of it." He said that Paltrow had then bolted down the hill, with Mr. Christensen telling him, "Your buddy just took out Gwyneth Paltrow." Paltrow appeared in court on Tuesday, wearing a high-necked cream jumper and brown trousers. In his opening statement, Lawrence Bueller, representing Mr. Sanderson, told jurors that the actress' behavior on the mountain that day had been reckless. "Ladies and gentlemen, distracted skiers cause crashes. Defendant Gwyneth Paltrow knew that looking up the mountain and to the side while skiing down the mountain was dangerous," he said. She was looking somewhere else blindly skiing down a mountain while looking up. This was reckless. He went on to tell the jury that the actress' neglect and conscious choices had combined together to cause Mr. Sanderson 4 broken ribs and permanent brain damage. The defense is seeking damages of up to $3,276,000, £2,688,000, Mr. Bueller said. Stephen Owens, representing Paltrow, said the actress was a conservative skier and had been freaked out when she had collided with Mr. Sanderson. "You'll never hear the words hit and run," he told the court in his own opening remarks. "This was not a hit and run. The plaintiff even had a ski expert evaluate it and he said it's not a hit and run, take that out of your mind." Gwyneth was hurt by Mr. Sanderson's negligence. "She is upset. Anyone sustaining a blow is upset. She is sore, she never went to a doctor, but it rattled her and it physically hurt her." Paltrow has filed a counterclaim, alleging that Mr. Sanderson had hit her and delivered a full-body blow, and is seeking damages of $1. Producing a $1 bill in court, Mr. Owens added, "We ask you for $1. This is a lot to go through for $1, so she came for a family vacation. Half the afternoon was kind of ruined. So that $1 is important to us, to my client." Both Paltrow and Mr. Sanderson are scheduled to give testimony at the trial, which is set to last 8 days.